Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. I'm back. I'm so excited.
Yay!
I have missed everyone like crazy. Like you would, yeah, yeah. This was not good. So, welcome to some of my sisters, Aley from Heart and Soul Connected, and Val from Dragonfly Crystals and Next Level Channeling. Hello.
Hello.
Shari is she's actually over with Colleen right now doing Reveal the Future, the meditation, but it's only about half hour, so she's gonna be a little late.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Yeah,
that's all right. I'm just thrilled to see everyone who's here.
I know.
I'm just thrilled that I can do this instead of like. So yes, and hello to Edward Kenneth, Laura Hammond Davis, Donna O'Brien, S. Steele, Louise Fote, Norm Gilbert. Yes, Norm, it's figured out. Yeah. Anita Kay, Debbie Smith, and I think that's it. Who's here right now?
Now, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Thank you, Patricia S. Thank you for being here, and I'm so glad that I can do this show with my sisters. And by the way, we're in different colors, but we've got matching T-shirts.
Mine's hard to read because I'm mirrored, but
here, hopefully I'm not. There you go.
I finished my free trial of adulthood, and I'd like to cancel my subscription.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think mine is mirrored.
Mine's mirrored too. So
okay.
No, yours actually. I saw yours. Yours you can actually.
Yours is okay. Yeah, I saw it.
Mine is backwards.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
I can read it.
See,
it only shows on mine.
Yeah,
because mine, when I look at my picture, it shows it backwards, but you see it.
Yeah.
And I see all yours right way. Okay.
And I just unclicked my mirror, my whatnot, because so there.
Yeah, I know it. New shirts from Marina. So wonderful. Thank you, Marina. Yeah.
You are more than welcome. I was just this is like the new battle cry,
Right. Absolutely.
I'm tired of adulting. Okay, I didn't realize it was going to be this hard.
Really? I want someone else to make me some chicken noodle soup and come and comfort me. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Totally.
And hello, Anya. Hello, Laura and Amanda Carroll. Nice to see everyone here.
Yeah.
So
here, Linda Kennedy and
thank you,
Carolyn and Peter. Good to see you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
So I thought I didn't really have a topic because I wasn't sure if I was going to be here. And then I thought, well, the only thing that I could think of last night was, how do you handle frustration and all that when the tide's coming in and the water levels rising, and what do you do when it feels so overwhelming?
Right.
And this was,
and getting shit-faced is not an option.
No.
Because when you wake up the next day, you don't feel good, and
no,
you
right.
still have the same problem.
Why make it worse, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I'm too old for that to deal with hangovers.
Right. Me too.
So although just a little FYI, you guys, I don't know, but if I drink Disaronno, and I love Disaronno, the liqueur, I don't get headaches.
Oh,
it's
Marina.
a secret thing.
Yeah, so I don't know why, but I can have a couple
That's
of glasses
awesome. Yeah.
of
Okay.
the Serrano.
No
Yeah,
judgment. That's fabulous.
no,
Yeah.
exactly. No judgment. Hello,
No.
Don. Hello, Amanda. So let's start with you, my friend Aley.
Oh yeah.
How did I mean? I went through this for 8 days. You've went through
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
for
This
a
after
year.
this, after that, after this.
Yes.
Well, anyway, I did take Keith in for his heart cath today, and he has a heart. He really does. They say he has one. But he no problem with it. No problem. So we're back to square one now for the last 18 months. We don't know what, and I'm thinking it's got to either be long COVID or maybe chronic fatigue or something, because you can't find anything wrong
Yes.
with.
No, those are those weird things that you just can't test for and go, oh, that's what you got, like Epstein-Barr or whatever it might be.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of those.
But they told me, I asked Stephen, I said, do you have a long COVID test? Or nope, don't have it.
There's no such thing. I mean, you just have to know. Those are the things you've gone through and what could have a lingering result.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm really glad that he's okay. His heart's okay, but it is frustrating because what is it then? So it's be comfortable in not knowing is what I'm trying to do for stress levels.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to do with so much right now. We don't have an answer. We don't have an end in sight, so to speak, whatever it is, whether it's our own lives or the lives of the ones we love or the lives of the country or the lives of the world. There really is no, we can look in our crystal ball. It doesn't mean that for sure we know when the end or when everything will be all good. So be comfortable not knowing. That's what I'm going to say.
It's funny. I got that message today just before sitting down here from the Arcturians. Channeling came in coordination with the Galactic Federation, and they said that same thing. They were talking about our stress levels. It's exactly in there, exactly what you said, Aley. So it is really a topic they want us all to understand. The intensity is ratcheting up.
Right.
And to get yourself situated so you know how to handle that.
Yep.
The energy that isn't even yours sometimes. That
Correct.
You feel like you're stressed out and you have no idea why. But apparently the things that you can do, like get a little tiny meditation practice going where you release all energy and run light through your body, run the light and ground it into Mother Earth and send light out. Because believe it or not, that moves the energy through your body. There's a lot of coping mechanisms that they're giving us in that. I'll put it on next level channeling, but it is strictly to let you know, please have hope. We are all, don't lose hope because of the chaos, the tariffs and the this and the that and the other thing, because at the end of the day, from their perspective, we're already there. Right. We're already there. We just have to go through the Earth cycle timing, which is different than other people off-planet timing. So, they just want us to realize this intensity will ratchet up. So learn how to deep breathe.
There's a good deal of that.
Or find some funny movies to watch, or find
any coping mechanism. Get it set up in advance that you know how you are going to hit this. And I'm not telling you to anticipate it or expect it.
Right.
But when you feel that and that like intensity, like a stress level of intensity, that's when you need to sit down and do your energy maintenance, your maintenance program that you decide, whether it's eating popcorn, watching a movie and laughing, or whatever that may look like for you.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with you. I have to stop eating the mac and cheese though, because I've gained 3 pounds. That's my go-to. It's
As a
something.
kid, oh my God, I'm going to eat my comfort food.
Yeah. My mother, it would have been a bowl of gravy. And she put a little potato in it. Yeah, she loved gravy. Yeah.
Me too. I love my mother's country gravy.
Hello.
Yes. Oh, Anya Ashdown, reaching for the amaretto even as we speak. Oh, absolutely.
There you go, Anya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anything in moderation is good. Is good. So yeah, I did I mentioned this earlier. I did a 45-minute show before because I had to, I almost felt like it was the first time ever that I was doing a video. And I wasn't sure how I was going to handle it. So, I thought, well, I'll just do a quick pop-up and kind of get myself back into the swing of things.
Yeah. That's right.
It's funny how, it is a little funny thing when you're going on by yourself, folks, and you've been doing group things. All of a sudden, it's a whole different way of feeling. Like you're stepping onto the stage by yourself and you're timid a little bit. Well, how's this going to go? Well,
yeah.
Exactly. And you'd think we'd all be super comfortable no matter what. But there is a little sense of, I'm all by myself.
What if I have to pee?
Yeah, exactly. But I did, I did mention on that video that, this, I'm not being sponsored, but I do want to give a shout out to Best Buy, the Geek Squad. They were absolutely phenomenal with me and went above and beyond what they needed to. And yes, if I'm waiting to hear from the manager of the particular location I went to. If I don't hear from him by later on today, then tomorrow I'm going to physically go into the store. And give
praise that kid,
this young man, because we are all, when we get bad service, we're all real quick to share the bad service experience.
You're right, Marina.
Right? But when it's something that is over and above, and this boy did not make fun of me. He didn't look at me like, oh God, another senior citizen who should know the computer, And I got to the point that the things that all of a sudden I couldn't do were just so rudimentary, like how do I change?
Sure, you felt like a dummy. Yeah, exactly. I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand.
Exactly. Yeah. So I lost I lost a lot of my faith in myself and being able to figure things out on my own. So I
hope you got it back because you're amazing. And we all had the same. Yeah.
Absolutely. Here's what happens when you're under stress, folks. Your brain stops working.
Yes.
Your brain shuts down and you don't have the normal thought processes like, okay, now I can right click here and do this. I can do that. Yeah. It shuts off completely. And it's not like you don't necessarily go to panic mode, but you can't think logically anymore.
Exactly.
That's how it works. So that's why, Marina, you couldn't think of these simple things because you're in stress mode.
Yes.
In that.
Well, and I have to tell you, Val sent me something to upload, and I had a brain fart. I couldn't figure out how to do it.
But it wasn't that easy. I only know because it wasn't that easy, folks. It was Google Drive, and who would know? You either, if you're on a device, you click on the 3 little dots on the right, and that's how you download the file. It doesn't say download here.
I know.
But on the laptop, it has an icon. If any of you don't know, the upside down kind of, it looks like a half of a staple and an arrow pointing down. That's the download. You click on that icon and download it. But
I felt like I
download here anywhere.
And I said to you in an email, I feel like a dumb bunny because I really did.
No, it really does not. It's not straightforward at all.
I know, but I've done it before at some point. I know.
Yeah. Well, but you know what? We can't hold the whole entire Encyclopedia Britannica in our brain. Okay.
Well, they say that what we have to remember compared to our parents.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Would blow the doors off of a lot.
That's why, that's why we, it's better to have references. We can check things. We can go Google and whatever.
Yes.
Because we can't retain every freaking little detail of everything.
Absolutely not.
Our brains would blow up.
Totally. And as soon as when the frustration sets in because one thing goes wrong, and then when you try the next thing and it doesn't work, and the next thing and it doesn't work,
you get more panicky, and your brain stops working.
Yes,
it doesn't work, and the more you try things and it doesn't work, the more you can't think.
Yeah.
In there, that's my MO when I get into that state. I told my husband, my brain doesn't work. I can't think when I start to.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
And it took a good deal of trying to calm myself. Even once I got things sort of up and running yesterday, and I had enough time that I could have set up the show with David and Gary for Taco Tuesdays, and I just said, you know what, I am not in the frame of mind to be doing that because
tonight, Satan. Not tonight.
Not tonight. Yeah. The only words that were coming at me were 4-letter words, and they were very unpleasant.
Well, at least you need to manage yourself and your own wellness before you go out, and you just gone through an ordeal.
Yes,
you have to now ease out of that torrential downpour of stuff happening, the avalanche of things, and get into it.
I did. I felt I felt like I had just let everybody down because of the show last week that I had to cancel. I couldn't be there, and it was like, okay, this, part of what I do on this channel is, I'm making a commitment that I'm going to do this and this. And now all of a sudden I can't fulfill that commitment.
Oh,
and
too much pressure on yourself though, Tom.
And I think that's part of this universal lesson to say the show goes on anyway. So take yourself out of the equation for a little bit isn't going to destroy or harm anything.
Oh, everybody knows that here too.
And even though you're carrying that weight on your shoulders, maybe you don't have to. Maybe you can let it go.
Yeah. One of the big lessons for me. Hello, Suzanne. One of the big lessons for me was it's okay to ask for help without knowing what you need help with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. You want to troubleshoot, you got to start talking. Got to talk to people. Talk to people, get ideas, whatever. It doesn't even matter. Just don't hold it in.
To not not be too judgmental of myself. Well, I should know this. I've done this before. So
no, because the brain shuts off, folks. Forget about it. You've got to go to other people who can think.
Well, there really is a brain. You can really have a brain fart.
You really,
absolutely.
When you get high anxiety and stress over something, my normal MO is my brain stops working and I can't even think. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
The simplest little things I'm not going to be able to do.
Yes.
Just so you know that about yourself, go to everyone you know who could possibly give you pointers or assist you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I reach out immediately.
Exactly. So yeah, thank you thank you for hanging in there with me, guys. And this Mercury retrograde, it kicked my butt. And it
was a bad one. It really was.
Mm-hmm. It was very intense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And 8, thank you very much for that comment, and thank you for letting me know that you're what was it?
Disability. That thing considered disability.
Yeah, Social Security disability hearing came true. Perfect.
Did finally for another friend of mine who has long COVID. She's been waiting for 3 years, and it came up. Her birthday's today. It came through yesterday, and I said, "Good for you, honey." You know, God,
yes,
it's been hell for her.
Yes,
so, yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, Norm, you're a riot.
Yes.
Did you see what he said? His other computer is waiting for you to cancel show to start.
Yes,
that's great, Norm. Oh,
yeah, absolutely. So, at least, like I said, it's part of the learning was, not to be so hard on myself. I expect a lot from myself, and sometimes, I can't perform something, not because I don't want to, but because circumstances come up, and I'm not responsible for those circumstances. So, why there was a lot of soul searching, believe me. Like, why do I feel responsible for this? Who put me in charge of this? Who said
look at that? You learned it, and
you get to learn that all the people you do shows with can carry the show in the case of those circumstances and situations happening. So that's oh gosh, I've got co-hosts I work with, and we can all, when things happen, they can handle.
And that's happened to me. You guys have covered for me. We cover for each other. Val went away. It happened.
Absolutely. So that is like a weight off your shoulders now. You don't have to carry that weight.
Yeah. Absolutely. So it's, here I am at my age, still learning things, but then that's good, right? We're every day, it doesn't matter how old we get.
No,
that's right. About ourselves. And
I'm learning all the time.
Yeah. Like time to go back and re-examine that you're responsible for everything tape and change that to no, I'm not.
That's
you
right.
do the best in every moment that you can, and when equipment and electronic kind of things or technical things fail, no, that's out of your ability to control it. You don't have anything to say about it. So
totally. But I will share with you guys in the chat, because this and this was kind of cute. My son has been just a wealth of support. Like, he is a decent human being. Very compassionate. So he's, he would come home from work, and it would like, okay, how are things looking today, Mom? What happened? And so on. And oh, there's Shari. Hey, Shari.
Hi. Shari.
So he was asking me one particular day, and I'm telling him what's going on, and I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I can't figure this out, blah 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 blah, and I was getting angry and emotional and everything else. And so he kind of, we were in the hallway by his bedroom, and he kind of leaned up against the wall, and he said, Mom, would it make you feel better if I told you that I had to get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and the cat got sick on the carpet in my room, and I stepped in it? And I said, well, maybe.
I wouldn't want to have that on my foot.
No.
More importantly, did he clean it up?
Yes. Oh, yeah. So, those, you got to find your moments of levity.
That's right.
But it's just, I've gotten a good deal of support, and I thank each and every one of you. And thanks in there for hanging with me, for not giving up on me. And
never.
That's what sisters do.
That's what sisters do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Shari, have you gotten
ma'am.
anything in the mail recently?
No.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Just ask.
Other than some stuff I ordered, but other than that, no, I haven't gotten anything else.
Oh, you might want to check your mail in the next day or two.
Oh, okay. I'll keep my eyes open for it. We relying on the Canadian Post again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
I did
Yeah.
get these in the mail the other day. They finally came in. The prediction
Oh, I
deck.
got mine
Oh.
too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
they're
caught her with some in stock, and I probably shouldn't have spent the money, but I ordered a deck anyway. She's got
They're
another
wonderful.
one, the investigative deck I want to get.
Yeah.
That one looks good too. But
and
It
you
is.
know, I tried to look for that deck, and it's on Etsy, right? It was supposed to be on Etsy.
No, that you can't
no,
find
you
it.
have to go to her website.
Yeah, her website
Oh.
is Trish
I'll
James.
send you the link. I'll send
Yeah.
you the link.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you, Shari. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, because I've been trying to get it, but yeah. And I don't.
Now, on another subject, can I ask you guys if you ever tried Lenormand? Any one of you tried that? How is that? Did you have? Was it easy?
I took a class last weekend
Oh,
on
you
it.
even took a class.
I did because I've been wanting to learn it, and Nate,
Yeah.
the third wish, was
Yes.
teaching a class,
Yeah.
and so I took it last. It lasted like a little over an hour, and it was really interesting. I mean, it could be as simple or as complicated as you want to make it.
That's what I was.
From just like a
See,
4x4
different people read it
square
kind of
Read it
like
to a
this.
full deck layout, and
Okay.
it all depends on how it lays out as to how you read them. I got a book. One of my members sent me a book on it, and so I've got a book as well. And I thought, okay, so trying to, because I want to learn how to do that.
Yeah, I just got a few decks, and I go, okay, I'm going to talk to people and see what.
Yeah.
they know
Well, have
about
you
it.
ever heard of the Kippers? The Kipper cards?
Yeah.
I
as
have
well?
that
I
deck
know.
too. It's
And
similar,
that it's
but
like
different.
it is very, but it's like very brutal. It like cuts to the quick. So
Yes,
if you
it
put
does.
somebody, it's like it tells you exactly what it is. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, it really does.
It
So
doesn't sweet talk you or
no, it doesn't
anything
sweet
about.
talk you at all. Yeah, yeah.
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 I've had the deck for a while, but I've never used it because I didn't quite understand how it worked, but that kind of helps. So
Yeah.
And there's one of the Lenormand, is it, what's her name?
I have the
Donna
Gilded
George?
Reverie deck, which is like the newest one that they did,
Yes.
and they put like 8 extra cards in there for
Yes.
like same-sex relationships or some other options. And then I have the original French or German, I don't know what language it's in, deck that Arthur gave me, but it's in another language, so I don't know what it says.
I got a whole bunch, like this old style.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
This one. Do you guys have that?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Oh my God, I'm excited.
Hello?
Miss the
I've got that one. Yeah,
Oh,
I've got that one.
This is the original one I got that Arthur gave me.
Oh my gosh, you
And
guys.
it,
How about this?
and
The
these are what the
Rancher
cards
one.
look
Oh
like.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have this?
Oh, okay.
These are what the cards look like.
Oh my God.
It's like
Does it say mice on it or whatever? Because I remember once having a reading and it has the word mice on it. And saying that to me, and I'm going, and that same day I had all these mice running around in my house, although it wasn't supposed to mean that, but it was like I took it literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still
Well, and this
wrapped
is
up.
the other
It's
one,
still
the
wrapped up,
gilded.
but I mean, I
Yes,
can't believe
I have
how
that
many
one.
The
of these
gilded
cards.
Lenormand that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You do?
And it
Wait a minute.
looks.
Yes, I have a
This
lot
is
of
what
them.
those cards
Oh my
look like.
God.
Those are really
Yes.
fancy.
They're gorgeous.
So
Yeah.
beautiful cards.
I'm so excited. Oh, wait.
You know.
And there's this one. This looks German.
I don't have that one. No.
Yeah, the
No,
one
not
I have
that
is
There's
Urania.
one called the Little Lenormand.
Oh, wait.
cards.
Here's this one. I bet you
Oh
don't
my
have
gosh,
this one.
you went crazy on the Lenormand.
I think mine is maybe in German.
Actually, these were from someone, but wait. Wait, I want to show you one thing.
These are
Here's
the
another one.
kippers.
The gypsy.
These are the
Oh,
kippers.
yeah. I'm going to try that
Yeah,
too.
that's the deck I have for the
This
kippers.
is the Gypsy Witch.
I have
Lenormand.
some of those. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, these are the deck, and these are, if there's any writing at all on them, they're in another language, but it's mostly you're going by the picture
Yeah.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
Right.
And
That's what
mean,
Nate was. He was like, "Yeah, learn with these first, and then go to the other ones." But
So, what did you learn in an hour? I mean, what did you learn that you could
just kind of the basics of what the point was,
okay.
the way you lay it out, and that it's to get a more in-depth, I guess, kind of reading on whatever the question or the situation is. I got the feeling it's more like, not like when you're doing tarot and you're just answering a question from somebody, but more like if you're looking at a relationship for someone, or if you're looking at a particular situation that somebody's dealing with. And then you would do that. Becca from House of Lenormand.
yes.
She does these huge spreads that are just phenomenal. I don't know. It makes my brain hurt.
They call it
The grand
Grand Tableau. Yeah.
Grand Tableau. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
you can, I mean, there's so many things you can read them. You can, you
go
start
this
off
way
with
and go
so
that
many
way, and
houses.
the relationship between
It's
them.
like in squares almost, and corners to corners. And
I got the cheat sheet too. See?
Oh gosh,
Nice.
There you
that's
go.
good. Nice.
Yeah.
That is excellent. Because you know what? I figure for me, I would tie myself up in knots and never be able to read somebody. If I just didn't look, I got to look at each picture and tell a story with it, or I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I like about the Lenormand cards is they all have very simple pictures on them.
Right.
This is my
That
favorite.
once you
Lenormand
kind of
card.
learn what the
Ooh,
picture
that's
is.
cute little.
Nice.
Oh, how cool.
And
That's
you know,
my
I
favorite
looked it up because I was saying Lenormand, and I looked it up, and it's Lenormand.
Like Lenormand, right?
Lenormand.
They pronounce it Lenormand. So
Yeah.
Nathan's
Nathan's always
I
correcting
had
me.
to
It's
redo my
Lenormand.
pronunciation because it looks like it should be Lenormand.
Yeah, exactly.
But it isn't. It's Lenormand. Like you're going to say Leonard. And I was like,
just call
wow.
it David then. David Letterman.
Yeah. There you go.
You could say it like that.
Yeah. If you guys want to see a really good Lenormand reader, yes, Becca from House of
Lenormand. Yeah.
That girl knows her stuff. And when she's doing the grand tableaus and whatnot,
it blows my
you can
mind.
see how things work together and so on. But it's to me that the Lenormand is like telling a story, because it doesn't the meaning of the card changes depending on where it appears in the spread. Right. So it's not like it's always the same thing, because it can be based on the other cards around it. I like that idea. Idea. But you're right, Aley. It doesn't pull any punches.
And it also depends on what you're reading, on what direction the cards next to it they're facing.
Yes.
Right.
Like if they're facing away from each other, if they're facing towards each other, can have significance on it. And so I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I would like to learn more about it. I just haven't had time.
Yeah, you can only squeeze so much time in, and you work full time, for goodness sake.
I know. That's it. I mean, I bring the books with me to work, and I'll read stuff on my lunch break. But, I mean, then it's like 30 minutes of trying to read something
learn
and
it
make
all
it
at one time.
No,
it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time.
And this one by Marina George. They're not only nice cards, but she has a book about the what's it called, the Essential Lenormand or something. Anyway, and she does
Granny George,
of describing the cards. That's the one.
The book.
That's the book.
And this big old book.
Yes.
Lots of breakdowns and pictures.
Lots of
information. They have like full spreads in the back that you can This was on Amazon because I had it on my Amazon wish list.
Oh, was it?
Along with the cards.
Okay.
And I had forgot it was even on my Amazon wish list. And for Christmas, one of my members sent me the book and the cards for Christmas.
Wow, that's a nice gift.
I don't know who sent it. They did anonymous, and I'm like, okay, thank you. I don't know who to thank, but thank you for it. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, exactly. But it's
and of course, this I bought for myself.
I still play with dolls.
Got your voodoo.
Yeah, my voodoo doll there. So,
so yeah, Shari, we've all had our kind of our turn at explaining yet, how do we deal with frustration when the tide is coming in, the water is rising, the boats aren't arriving, and you don't know
the toilet's overflowing, and
yes, yeah.
Well, depending on the mood I'm in at the moment, and when it happens, you'll either hear me curse bad enough to make a sailor blush, and because I can let loose with some words, and or I'll just sit down and cry. Sometimes I get so frustrated that I just cry. A lot of times I try to just take a step back and go, okay, what's the first step to dealing with this? And I just try to approach it methodically, like if it's a cleanup, all right, go get paper towels, come clean this up. I go get the mop, time to mop it up. Do I need to call maintenance to come and fix something? If it's something I've done to myself, then I tend to spend several days kicking myself in the rear for being stupid, not being more circumspect, I guess you could say. Sometimes I tend to jump before I look or speak before I think. It just kind of comes out of my mouth, and then I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. And I don't mean to say it. I don't mean to hurt people's feelings. Sometimes it just pops out, and I don't have any control. So that's one of the things I've been trying to teach myself, is to be a little bit better at controlling it, so that I'm not just stepping all over somebody else's toes, because I don't like to hurt feelings. So we got a baby.
Aww.
Yeah, we were gone from 8 o'clock in the morning.
Opened their eyes yesterday.
Oh, really?
They opened their eyes. They'll be
Wonderful.
2 weeks old Friday.
Excellent.
Friday, they'll be 2 weeks old. And they opened their eyes yesterday.
Oh, cute.
And
they are adorable.
They are. Lewis took another video of them this morning.
Little
I posted
kitties?
it on my Facebook.
Is that what it is? Kitty cat?
Yeah, the stray cat that lives on my patio. She finally had the kittens.
Okay.
And she got 4 of them. We've got a solid white one named Powder. We got a gray one named Stormy, a calico one named Patches, and a gray striped named Tigger. My members named them. I had several people that was like, well, what are their names? And I'm like, I haven't named them. And so the next thing I know, I'm getting messages. Okay, you're going to call this one this and this one this. Like, okay.
That's really cute.
I know.
And the minute one of us goes out, sit on the patio, mommy gets up and goes out. She's like, oh, babysitter's here. I can go now. I can go roam for a little bit, go use the bathrooms, stretch my legs. But she's very, very protective of her babies. We didn't even try to pet them for the first 3 days because, she would just give us that look. And it's like, yeah, no, I don't want her to bite me.
Yeah.
And I had a feeling like she would if I'd have pushed it. But now she'll let us pet them. She hasn't let us pick them up yet. I figure maybe a few more days and that'll come. But so it's just taking our time and waiting until she's ready for us to do something the next step with them. And
Yeah.
but she's very, very protective. And they're in their little Rubbermaid house that we made for them on the patio. And they're so funny because they crawl all over each other, and then they all pass out side by side by side.
Aww.
They're all conked out. And
What's
That's one of the things that I really enjoyed last week was, just to be able to lay down in bed, turn on the TV, put on funny cat and puppy videos.
Oh gosh, aren't they the best?
yes.
I entertain myself for hours with those. But what's your temperature?
Laugh until I cry.
Yeah. What's your temperature like outside? Is it now it's warm for them?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're on the porch. They're outside.
Yeah, we've been in the
they're
in
nice
the 60s and 70s. At night, it's been dropping down into the lower 50s.
Oh, okay.
A couple of nights we've turned the heater on for them, just to kind of get some warm air blowing in there until mommy comes out, lets us know, okay, that's enough. Yeah. It's time to turn it off. And she likes it, but after a while, I guess it gets too hot for her because, she's got 4 little bodies that are all over her. So, but we try to make sure they stay warm. And we've got some more straw. We need to clean it out and take the icky straw out and put some fresh straw in so that they'll have a cleaner space to lay in. But we haven't pushed it because she hasn't really let us do more than just kind of pet them a little bit, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So
and she might freak out at that with, trying to.
Yeah, because I want to clean out the straw and take her blanket out, and because she wouldn't lay on the straw without her blanket. I had originally put a blanket out for her to lay on last year, and she wanted her blanket, so I had to wash it and dry it and put it back out, and then she was perfectly fine to go in the nesting box, and but not until I put the blanket in there. So I need to take the blanket out and wash it and dry it and put some fresh straw in and make her comfy. And then I've got several people now who are all messaging me, can I come get a kitten? I'm like, if you want to drive to Louisiana, come on, you can come get one. But you got to wait at least 8 weeks because I'm not taking them away from their mama until they're fully weaned, And the shelter said, don't do it until they're at least 8 weeks old.
Yeah.
And that way they've detached enough and she's detached enough that it's easier. And I'm hoping this go round we can actually catch her to bring her to get her fixed, because the shelter offered to spay her for free. And but we just couldn't catch her before she got pregnant again. So we tried, but it just didn't work. So one of my faculty who volunteers at a shelter, she's like, I got one of those big cages that is like the door is open until they go in and then it closes. And she says that way you can maybe put the kittens in them in the back, and then when she goes in, close the door, and you can bring them all to the shelter, and they'll take the kittens and put them in to be rehomed, and they'll fix her, and then they'll bring her back to the neighborhood and re-release her so she's in the same environment. She just won't have to worry about having any more babies. So, which will be nice.
Safer for her. Safer for her, safer for the neighborhood, and I mean, as much as, kittens and puppies are absolutely adorable and they're wonderful, when they're, when they're kind of an overabundance of them, then that's when nasty things tend to happen to kittens, and that breaks my heart. So
exactly. So we've Lewis is already planning a thing to put around because their box is like under a table that's at the end of the patio, but there's about a 5-inch gap from the bottom of the concrete to the bottom of the wall that goes around. And so once they get out and start crawling around, that's too big of a gap they can get through. So he's been trying to figure out how to fix it so they can't get through the gap. Put something in its place for, that's temporary. And because we do have eagles that fly by here all the time, and that would be a tasty little hors d'oeuvre for them if they saw one of them crawling around out there. So, I mean, even with his dog, which is the little dorky, I mean,
yes,
we don't let him roam outside alone because I'm always scared that one of the bigger predator birds that are, because we have crows and we have eagles that fly, and it's like,
they are known for picking up anything about that size.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the same, if you've got babies, don't leave your baby out there by themselves, because they'll snatch your baby and take off. I mean, it's happened lots of times, and that could be scary. But
what I remember hearing, and I can't remember who it was now, that got a puppy, a small dog. Deanne Shield Maiden, and in her backyard, and there was some kind of bird, whether it was an eagle or whatever, that was trying to grab the puppy.
Mine got
around
grabbed.
here,
Mine got
if
grabbed.
you live,
oh my gosh, Aley,
if you live close to the bayou or closer to the swamp or something, you got to watch for alligators. That will come up out of the water and will just snatch. I mean,
well,
babies,
those eagles
puppies,
they can do whole deer.
Yes.
They're so big.
Unbelievable.
They're huge, and
they can carry a lot in their.
Well, that's what happened.
Their talons are like.
She had 4 talons, but she was. I don't think it had the right hold on her, and she got away. But it cost like $5,000 to get her surgery.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Wow. And when it comes to our pets,
those are our babies.
It doesn't. That as much as you try to keep the cost in mind, it's like, do I want to spend the money, or do I want to have them put down? No, I'll find a way to make money.
Right.
I mean, would you let one of your kids breaks a leg? That's it. You're out. You're on your own.
I've only ever put down one animal before, and that was a cat that we had who got hit by a car, and his spine and his hips were crushed, and his back legs were shattered, and it was like, the vet's talking like 25 grand just to start to maybe fix him. There was no guarantee. And he, bless his heart, he was in so much pain. And I just said, you know what? I said, I can't. I said, I just don't have that kind of money, number one. And number two,
they would probably have been in pain all their lives.
He would spend the rest of his life in pain and unable to be a normal cat. And so we decided to go ahead and let them put him down, and we just stayed with him until the end, so he wouldn't be alone. I don't know who cried harder, me or my mom. We both boohooed like babies because she had gotten real attached to him, and as well. So
yes, Don.
I know I'm going to say him before my ex-husband.
I've known some people like that.
Exactly.
Like that meme says, not that I don't like you, but I'll unplug your life support, charge my phone,
Yes. Yes, exactly. So fabulous. Well, I certainly didn't get any questions. I don't know if you ladies
I didn't either.
Questions, so that's okay. We're fine. I think we can. We're at 48 minutes. Do we want to pull a card for the collective?
Sure.
Let's do that.
What is this? And speaking of Lenormand, let's do the gilded Lenormand.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Let's see what we come up with.
I haven't tried any of these, but I'm going to open them up.
What, all of a sudden I can't open a box? Seriously? Okay.
Shuffle these a little bit because
I have these other ones called the Divine Gypsy Mother.
Oh,
And, I
cool.
got them out of England. They have a beautiful linen bound book with them. I'm going to pull one from here. I don't know.
righty.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, that's exciting.
What do we need to know?
okay.
What do we need to know?
Boy, oh boy, this befits the occasion. Because what I got here is judge. And what I'm thinking is we don't need to judge ourselves as being stupid or silly or whatever. And that's a lesson that Marina learned this week and we all can take from. We are fine just the way we are. Drop the judgment. There you go.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I have to say, I picked one that's German, and even the information is in German or French. I can't tell if it's. Let me look. No, it's in French. Okay, so we got the key, folks.
Oh,
I'm just going to go with my intuition and say that it's number 33, which is a master number.
Mm-hmm.
It says to all of us, we indeed, and I'm getting the chills, we indeed have the key to exactly where we want to go and what we want to do and what we want to turn on as we're going through this awakening process. So that, to me, this was a master number 33 with the key. I'd say this is very fortuitous for all of us.
It's great.
I pulled a scythe, and it opens with Ecclesiastes 3:1-8. It says, "To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun." It says this symbol can represent a call to action, particularly when combined with a couple of other cards. But it's talking about this is used to clear away grass or wheat at a harvest.
yes.
But at the same time, it's dangerous and it's sharp and can be used to cut things away. Yeah. Yeah, and then it gives some examples if it's next to certain cards, what it would be. But so that's
Absolutely.
I will say kind of cleaning it up.
And I got the stork. And
no children, please. No children.
No children. No. The stork is about it's loyalty, it's news, it's change, is it's new things coming in. It's also return to some familiarity, because storks return to the same place all the time. They have the one partner and they stay with that partner. So storks bringing in good news, change, good things. So I think, considering with the other cards that we got, it is. It's good news. I'm taking it as even with Shari's site, it's cutting away the crap that doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And heralding change, bringing in new things, and so
perfect.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, there you go, you guys.
Cutting away the shaft.
Yes.
Perfect.
And so just want to remind everyone to please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you go to the ladies' channels and do the same thing over there for them. Help us get our message out in front of people who want to hear what we have to say. They just don't know where we're located. Yeah. So
don't know where to find us.
No. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we'll be on Shari's channel for Golden Girls. And I'll be on Val's channel tomorrow at 4 for episode 121 of Messages for Lightworkers.
Yeah.
I'll be at the
really looking forward to that. And anything, have you got anything happening, Aley, that you want to highlight for over the next few days?
Let's see. I'm going to be on with the mediums tomorrow. So Diana and Joan will be on with me. And then I'll be on with Deb Z on Friday on her channel. So, yeah.
Right.
And Val?
Yeah, upcoming. I've got actually the Cool Crone Oracle on Friday, the 11th. Both Marina and I will be on that. And that is 5 p.m. Mountain Time, but 4 p.m. Pacific. And that will be on Colleen's The Cool Crone channel. Also, I have Sunday with Sun Psychic Jean at 11:30 p.m. Pacific Time. So tune in for those.
PM or AM?
I might as well throw this one in. 4 p.m. Monday, Mystic 4 on Gerald's channel. So
okay. And your show with Sun Psychic Jean is it AM?
It's at AM. Yeah.
AM. Okay. Yeah. Because you said PM.
I'm a PM gal. I don't like the AM. Don't make me. But then they're making me. So
yeah, there you go.
My time hasn't caught up to the 11.
Perfect. And Shari, you've got anything?
Well, I'm gonna be at the doctor most of the day tomorrow, getting all the bunch of tests run, and then Golden Girls tomorrow night, and Saturday I'm doing a recorded reading with Nate, and we'll do another deep dive on I don't know who. We'll pick somebody, and then Aley has a members meeting Saturday afternoon, and I'm gonna try to get a members meeting squeezed in this weekend, and slumber party Saturday night, mastering mental wellness Sunday, and draining the swamp on Monday.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. Excellent. Well, all right. Like I said, don't forget, you guys, like, share, subscribe, and give the ladies a thumbs up and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah. And we will see you next week
with Shari
on Shari's channel. Yeah. We'll all be there and having loads of fun. So thank you. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you later. Bye for now.
Bye, everybody.